So I did these yesterday, and this song I had done the original. It's Grandma Got Run Over by Reindeer, and apparently the original video, got blocked. Who would have thought about it? Got blocked pretty much here. So I'm going to do it again, except this time I'm going to do Home Free first. Their version, cover with first to 11. So if you've already seen this, I apologize, but I think only 4 people watched it, and I'm pretty sure it's because it got blocked in certain places. So let's give it a shot and see what we think. There we go. Yes. Yeah.
One, two, three, four. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Sounds so glad I do. That'd be me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Ba-da-da. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. Don't go, Grandma. But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, let me tell you something. She had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. 2, 3. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Ba-da-da.
Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, playing cards and drinking beer with Cousin Belle. And it's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black.
Amazing Grace.
And we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back?
Send them back? Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fish, and the blue and silver candles that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig. I've warned all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves.
Sing it, Rob.
They should never give a license, no, to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves.
And that's why Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Yes, as for me and Grandpa, we believe. La 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 la
So let's get this over here while you do that. What I appreciate, most of all, I appreciate people who can really bring it. And those guys are all really talented. Now, you know me, I'm Acapella is one of those that I can take or leave. I like some of it I don't like. But those guys are, the other thing I like about this group in particular, and other group as well, but the fact that they can laugh at themselves, they have a good time doing what they're doing, and that's important to me. You have to be able to laugh. You don't take yourself so seriously as a musician, because there are always somebody better than you are. Oh, trust me, I know it. Far back. But we're going to get the other one out. This is a group called, which I've done on this channel quite a bit, a group called First to 11. And like I said, I did yesterday, so if you saw it, I apologize you're watching it again. But here we go. Let's get this up. And wow.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go, but she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoop prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fig, and the blue and silver candles that would just match the hair in Grandma's wig. I warn all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Merry Christmas.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I like to, I mean, again, it's just, oh, sorry about that. It's a silly song. It's a song for, for the occasion for Christmas. I was written, I believe, a while back. But I thought the covers were good. I thought they did a good job, and they didn't take themselves, either band, real seriously. I've had a running conversation with one of my subscribers, a guy named Harry. I forget Harry. obituary about the difference between live, like I do some live music, real live, as opposed to studio. And so certainly they both have their place, and both of these are very studio produced, but they are produced by bands that can bring it. But for both of these bands live, they can bring it if they want to. There are bands that rely really heavy, and not just sort of, but ones I've done on this channel, but bands I've listened to from the 60s on to now that rely heavily on the studio, that they'll bring as well live as they do in the studio. So I get that side of it, but this is enjoyable to me, and I'll put this to you. Listen, if it was, would you do me a favor on the way out? Would you give me a thumbs up, please? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with your friends, because they might like this. They comment down below, and if you'd like to leave a suggestion, I'm done with Christmas pretty much. I'm gonna play up with some loose ends, but it's the 26th, it's the day after, so I'm done. I say I'm done. I'll do it if you are watching. I'll try to get to it. But send a suggestion in the comment section, or you can email me at anothercoverlover16@gmail.com. And so until next time, peace, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. That's the next day, that week. Bye, guys.